Yo, what is up YouTube? James Baek here. Welcome back to another episode of VGC 2019, the Baek Battles. Today we are going to be using the Xerndon team once again with Xerneas, Groudon, Tapu Koko, Volcorona, Amoonguss, and Incineroar. This team has been doing pretty well so far, but let's see if it can continue to do well in today's episode. Of course, if you do want to see a QR code of this team, 175 likes is the like goal for this video and all the other videos we use this team. And if we do hit it within 2 weeks of the final episode being uploaded, we will have a QR code of this team on the global link for everyone to try out. But of course, the pacement is in the description down below, and of course, if you haven't watched the previous episodes with this team, I highly recommend doing so. But yeah, I didn't realize how strong just max attack Xerneas is. Well, max attack special attack, because I've never really used max special attack Xerneas much. It's actually been super strong in the games we played, and let's see if it can continue to do work. As we got a Kyogre, Celesteela, Raichu, Xerneas, Incineroar, and Ludicolo. My opponent looks really weak to Groudon under the sun. So that's something really good to note. Really like Xerneas Volcorona actually. Oh yeah, I like Xerneas Volcorona. I'm not really a huge fan of Tapu Koko, although it's decent against my opponent's team. Because you got Celesteela and you got a Raichu. So I actually like Volcorona just because if you lead like a Xerneas plus Incineroar, you might be inclined to go for Fake Out on Xerneas and try to Geomancy. With the Volcorona on my side, I could go for the Whirlwind potentially, which would be super helpful. So I think that's definitely worth going for. We'll have Amoonguss and Groudon in the back just in case. I think that's pretty effective because if you lead Kyogre or Ludicolo, I just switch into Groudon. Or I double protect and switch into Groudon and Geomancy here. I am a little bit concerned about not bringing Xerneas, but as long as it's not like a seed on the Celesteela, which probably doesn't because there's no Tapu on my opponent's team, I'm going to be able to get a Spore off and just stall it out, so I don't think it'd be too bad, especially if I get Swords ends up with my Groudon. I also have the Volcorona for Overheat, so I don't think it's like I'm really weak to it. So we're going to see Raichu plus Xerneas lead here, which is fine. As I think I'll go for the Whirlwind turn 1 because I don't see a reason not to. Here's a question, who do you fake out? I could just go for a Geomancy right here and a Whirlwind, or I could go into Groudon and Z Overheat, but I don't like that option because even if I knock out Xerneas, the Kyogre gets in for free, so I'd have to sack, most likely my Amoonguss, so I don't like that play. I'm going to Geomancy here and just Whirlwind, which I think covers a lot of things. Yeah, I think this works out beautifully in my favor, even if you are able to get, let's say you fake out Volcorona, we trade Geomancies. I'm able to Whirlwind you out. It's not too bad because we're gonna see Fake Out. I guess a Nuzzle play could have been a thing, but I don't think my opponent would Nuzzle immediately. As yeah, we're gonna see Geomancy. So beautiful, beautiful. Goodbye, Xerneas. In the next turn, I really want to get rid of the Sash on the Raichu, or if it's Assault Vest, I want damage on it so I can knock it out with Xerneas effectively. Let's see. Going to be a Whirlwind. We get rid of that Xerneas, and let's see what is going to come out from my opponent side. Going to be the Ludicolo. Okay, that's perfect. I get a Geomancy attempt. Maybe I don't have, or do I expect a Nuzzle here? It could be Fake Out Nuzzle. Maybe I just protect Tailwind. I don't see a reason not to protect Tailwind because your last Pokemon's not Celesteela anymore, so I don't really need Volcorona as much. Because I think it's Fake Out Nuzzle going to come out. It is Nuzzle, but it's not Fake Out. Okay, that's still fine by me because I gotta get Tailwind up. I wonder if it's Goggles Raichu. Oh, the Z move. Hydro Vortex going to go on to Volcorona? Still fine by me. Because next turn I could go Amoonguss and just Rage Powder here. I guess I didn't need Tailwind though specifically. I didn't actually think my opponent would waste go for the Hydro Vortex onto the Volcorona. Still okay though. Like we get Amoonguss in. And my opponent doesn't have Kyogre in the back, but that would be really questionable, I think. Go Amoonguss here. I just hope it's not Goggles Raichu, but it shouldn't be. At least not on this team. Also, we gotta hope that there's no full para. So we're gonna Geomancy here and Rage Powder. Yeah. Because I really don't want the Nuzzle coming out, and Ludicolo can't do much to my team anyway. And then we just get to click Gleam Rage Powder a bunch of times, and that should allow us to win the game actually. Because my opponent doesn't have really good ways to. And I guess even if like it's Goggles Raichu, we take the Nuzzle. I mean, Xerneas is still going to outspeed a bunch of options on my opponent's side. We have a Groundhouse to switch in, and then we just get to click Gleam a bunch of times. Because we're still under Tailwind, so we're going to outspeed everything on my opponent's team regardless, even if we get paralyzed. So what's my opponent's counterplay here? Maybe I should have switched out, actually. Nah, maybe I should have switched out Volcorona and Amoonguss, actually. The turn before. Gyre gonna come out, which is fine. Because, like, I could have literally just done the same thing as I'm in this position, but yeah. I was hoping I could have just overheated Gleam the following turn, or Fire MZ'd the Raichu and just went for the Gleam. So we're gonna see the Kyogre come out, we're gonna get a Geomancy off, and then next turn we get to click Gleam, Rage Powder once again. Let's see. Saw the Z move on Ludicolo. I don't have to worry about Z move Kyogre. Probably Choice Scarf, I'd assume, based on this offensive team. Should be Nuzzle and redirected. Oh, it's Encore actually. Oh, thank God it wasn't Goggles actually. That would have been really bad. But we're gonna see Amoonguss receive an Encore, which I don't really see how it helps, because I just get to click Gleam here. And I'm still clicking Rage Powder because I don't care. I could go Groudon here, but like not really beneficial to me, right? Because I could risk a Nuzzle here, so I don't think that's worth it. I'd rather Gleam here and risk the Origin Pulse crit, because I'd rather not risk the Nuzzle full para. So if it's Safety Goggles, Gleam should knock out the Raichu anyway. Yeah, it's Focus Sash, like I would assume. And Ice Beam gonna come out, okay. And it is confirmed to be Scarf Kyogre. And what does the Raichu do? We'll Twitch, okay. Into the Amoonguss. So we're gonna see the Ludicolo come back in, probably. I mean, I'm still clicking Gleam. Like, I have no reason not to click Gleam a bunch of times. We're gonna see the Ludicolo come out. And I guess there's no reason not to click Gleam here, because I don't have to waste a turn protecting, because what's the point? There's not really much damage just being threatened. I might as well get Regenerate Health, get Groudon in. Next turn I get to click Gleam more. And yeah, like these water types are not going to do anything, and you're probably going to be forced to either sack these water types, which are probably the biggest heavy hitters, or you're going to switch out and then you just lose multiple Pokemon, so you lose to Weather War in the end eventually anyway. Fake Out going to come out, and a Ice Beam once again, which is fine. Groudon will be able to take this. As yeah. Now we get to click Gleam. Gleam, Gleam, Gleam. We get to switch out 2 into Amoonguss. We got Regenerate Health back. And pretty much everything in my opponent's team either goes down to Gleam, or even if it survives Gleam, it just doesn't do anything. Like the Ludicolo and the Xerneas might live Gleam, but like they're really not doing much damage. As we're going to see the Kyogre actually stay in. So my opponent's lost the Weather War, so Kyogre's gone down. Ludicolo is kind of useless now. Goes for the Grass Knot into the Amoonguss slot, but that's fine. And yeah. I don't even see how my opponent really beats down my Amoonguss now. My opponent doesn't. Raichu gonna come out. I'm still gonna click Gleam, because even if Fake Out, Ludicolo's not doing anything, and I'm not risking the Xerneas. Yeah, I'm not risking Faint. Although it really doesn't matter at this point, even if you Faint. It doesn't really change much though if you get the damage on Xerneas. I'm just gonna go for Spore and Gleam. Because we're going to see the Fake Out come out into the Xerneas slot. Even if we crit Grass Knot is fine. Ice Beam into the Amoonguss, which won't KO. And yeah, this position is basically, now I get a Gleam off. And I get the Spore slot. And I think I'm going to Spore the Raichu slot, since it's guaranteed to stay asleep. So if it switches out, I catch the Xerneas. And if it doesn't, I just get a Spore off into the Ludicolo slot if it switches out, if I knock out the Raichu. So pretty much pinned down. The match is going to be forfeit. My opponent realizes that there is no out for my opponent. Because, yeah, disrespect Amoonguss, disrespect Volcorona, game loss. But yeah, just a Whirlwinding turn 1. Whirlwind is a pretty popular staple on Volcorona just to counter other Xerneases if you can't knock them out immediately, so it's a nice thing to have. It feels awkward to not have Rage Powder on Volcorona, but it's fine since we do have Amoonguss as our main Rage Powder anyway. So we don't exactly need Rage Powder on Volcorona, and I think Protect has actually been pretty helpful. So yeah. Really liking how we were just able to set up our Xerneas on the go, and Yeah, there really wasn't much my opponent could do. Once you lost your Xerneas immediately, once I got Geo up, once I got Groudon in the rain, like my opponent had no way to touch my Xerneas. So yeah, like Xerneas was just able to pile through, just click Gleam, and do Xerneas things. That's what Xerneas does in this format. It clicks Geomancy, it clicks attacks. Pokemon either go down to it and can't really do much. So yeah, especially since my opponent didn't have a Fairy Resist, and the only Fairy Resist was that Celesteela, and I really wasn't worried about the Celesteela because we had a Volcorona, we had a Mungus to redirect the Steel type attacks from my Xerneas, and we had a Groudon as well. So like we had multiple options to deal with it. So yeah, otherwise that's pretty much all I have to say. I mean, we just overpowered Xerneas. That's a lot of the games how it goes with this team. I feel like Xerneas is a pretty main attacking force here with the Groudon, especially. Like these two legendaries are usually the most powerful Pokemon, and then you got like the Z-move nuke with Volcorona, but otherwise not that much. We got Manu from Italy though as our next opponent with Deja Vu, Groudon, Lunala. Okay, we did not face this team, and I'm pretty sure this is a Groudon Hypnosis team. Crobat, Sableye, Toxicroak, Tapu Lele, Lunala, Groudon. Okay, kind of annoying, but not the worst. This is like, how do I want to play this game? Because I'm pretty sure my Crobat's actually slower than the Crobat, and I'm pretty sure most Crobats on these teams run Sash. So that's not exactly the best thing for me. I'm gonna bring Incineroar, I'm gonna bring Volcorona, but the question is, what do I want to bring as my last two? I think I don't bring Groudon, because if I expect what my opponent's gonna bring, the thing is, you bring Sableye, Crobat. If you bring Sableye for the gravity, you have to have Lunala, Groudon on the back, so I don't think you can afford to bring Tapu Lele. Let's go Xerneas plus Volcorona, I think, with Tapu Koko and Incineroar in the back. I mean, I didn't know what I want to lead. I just know I'm not leading Tapu Koko. I just didn't know if I want to lead Xerneas there or if I want, because I could have led Volcorona Volcorona Incin, because I don't think that's a bad lead at all against my opponent's team. I'm just not sure if my opponent brought Lele. I'm pretty sure you had to bring Lele because this should be a Groudon Hypnosis team, but I'm not exactly too sure. We'll bring our Volcorona plus our Xerneas as a lead against the Crobat Sableye. So I kind of want to. Here's the thing, right? It's like the mind game. Do you Gravity Hypnosis immediately? Do you expect a Hypnosis and just go into Lele? There's like a few mind games that I have to play, and that's the frustrating part. I kind of don't want my opponent to get Tailwind up, so I kind of just want to attempt a Tailwind. I think it's actually Fake Out Tailwind that should come out first, actually. You should always scout. So I think I'm actually going to Moonblast the Crobat since Sableye usually carries a Jackpot on his team. So we're going to see Talon actually in a Volcarona, so you deny my Tailwind, which is smart. And you're going to get your own Tailwind, I assume? Yeah, okay. And then it's going to be Gravity Hypnosis, huh? Get a Moonblast off. Okay. Still an interesting game. I could go into Coco, Moonblast, a Sableye. I just worried about the Groudon under Tailwind. That's like Groudon under Tailwind next to Crobat. Like is the Pokemon is like the combination I really don't want to handle. I think I will go Tapu Koko here. Just Overheat. It's kind of an awkward position. I think it's worth though if we get rid of Crobat because I don't have to worry about Super Fang the following turns. Or Hypnosis, which would be good. So I'm gonna bring out the Tapu Koko here. The problem is I'm gonna be really weak to Precipice Place the following turn. Gravity's gonna come out. Hypnosis should be coming out afterward. Yep. Into Volk, yeah. Overheat. Because my opponent wouldn't mind if Sableye went down there. So we are able to knock out the Crobat, but this is still an awkward position. Because I also kind of got to get rid of the Sableye too, because the Quash is going to be annoying, especially if my opponent has it. At least I didn't have to worry about the, what's it called? Okay. Groudon comes out. Did I double switch here is the question? I could go Incin. Which wouldn't be a bad play, because if I get rid of the Sableye, I'm in a good position, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna double switch. I don't think it's worth saving the Tapu Koko and like Volt. One, if I Volt switch to Sableye, like it doesn't matter because of the fact that if I Volt switch to Sableye, right, it doesn't really matter. The reason why it doesn't really matter is because of the fact that eject button would activate. We would probably see like some things that would not be helpful. So yeah, it's better just to go Incin here. Precipice Blaze is going to come out. Are you banded? That's the main question. Okay, you're not banded. Probably just a Swords Dance set. Oh, it's Life Orb actually. Okay. I wonder if Gleam knocks out Sableye in one hit. If it does, I'm in a great position. If not, it's a bit awkward. Foul Play going to come out. Okay. Into perfect. Okay. How many turns of Tailwind does my opponent have? One. Okay, perfect. I think I just go for the Moonblast and just... Do I Gleam? I think I'm going to Moonblast the Sableye here. I kind of want to go hard top with Koko. It sounds weird, but Incineroar is useful because I think Lunala should be in the back. And I don't... I could get the free switch, I guess. I'd rather sack Tapu Koko though. If I could sack Tapu Koko, I could get in Volcorona, and I also have Incineroar to deal with the Lunala in the end game. So I think it's worth. So we'll go Tapu Koko here. And we're going to see Taunt into the Xerndon, which is fine because I don't need Geomancy. I guess I could have faked out Moonblast and then I could have Gleamed afterward, huh? But I wasn't sure if Ground was going to protect or not, so it was kind of risky. So we do see the Tapu Koko get knocked out, which is fine. And a Moonblast is going to come out. We'll target down the Sableye. Okay. Now it gets interesting. Because it's going to be a mind game. We're going to go Volcorona here. We also haven't seen a Z move yet, which actually really scares me. We're going to see Lunala come out. Oh, if it's Z move, I guess that could be really scary here. Luckily, my opponent can't really Hypnosis because of the electric terrain. So I could go for Z Overheat. I could Tailwind if I expect to. It depends because it really comes down to does Groudon expect my Z Overheat or do you expect me to Tailwind? Because it really comes down to this turn. I kind of expect the I expect you to Tailwind Protect. I got it wrong. Here's the thing, right? It's the mind game of do I knock out the Groudon here with Z Overheat, which would lose my opponent the game, or do you? Oh wait, what? Oh wait, you might not have lost yet actually, because there's a Tailwind. I just didn't expect Groudon not to protect. Okay, hit the Xerndon. Perfect. Okay, we're still fine then. I thought we lost. Okay, it might have been different actually if my opponent just attacked. I went for Moonblast there because like it was my drawback plan because it was like, okay, so if I Z Overheat the Groudon, my opponent loses to, because Lunala can only attack one Pokemon. My Incineroar should live and attack still regardless. So yeah, I didn't think my opponent had an out then. Does Z move knock out Incin at this range? I don't think it does. I think I'll miss barely. Gravity Snarl. Z Overheat. Here's the thing, right? It was like, okay, if I Z Overheat, you lose Groudon, you lose the game to Incineroar plus whatever Pokemon I have remaining. If you get the play right, you could Tailwind that turn because I can't knock out your Lunala, and then you could get Groudon under Tailwind and then just click Precipice Blades and attack, right? Or you had to call me going for Tailwind of my own Volcorona, and you would have to aggressively attack as I Tailwind. But luckily, since I Moonblasted the Groudon to cover anything, I was just really hoping that Moonblast would put it in range of Life Orb if my backup plan didn't fall out, but it worked out fine, I guess. I did get the play wrong, but it still worked out, thankfully, in the end. So Z Overheat in the Sun, even though Shadow Shield's still a thing, it's still better if I Z Overheat and regular Overheat. Here we go. Z move should be in the Incin. If this knocks out, I gotta hit an Overheat. That's how this game goes. And Volcorona has not been very good at hitting Overheats, I can definitely tell you that much. So we'll see the menacing Moonraze Maelstrom. Into Incin. Does a KO? That's a big question. That is a big question. See if Incin survives. Snarl wins the game. I guess I could have Flare Blitz too, but yeah, we are able to live it. Snarl gonna come out. That seals the game, 100%. Yeah, because we knock out Lunala, and even if we didn't, we just click. It would have came down to me missing a bunch of Overheats then. But we are able to pick up the win, which is really nice. I think that game was I know what that team does. Luckily my opponent didn't bring Lele because then Gravity Hypnosis was less shenaniganing. But then I realized the Lunala can also carry Hypnosis as well. I think that probably is a Tailwind Hypnosis Lunala. That's what I would assume based off the team. Because I know Lunala likes to run Hypnosis too. I think we saw it on Baek Battles or at least on stream before, where we faced a kind of team archetype with a Gravity Hypnosis shenanigans. And yeah, luckily we were able to just power through it. We got Genius from Italy as our last opponent with a 1640 rating as, let's see, Xerndon with Charizard. Okay, Charizard's actually a bit scary. Oh, we have a Tapu Koko, which doesn't make this too bad. Our Groudon's really good here. Munga's not really. Our Volcorona's not bad here. I'm just wondering if I bring it, because Z Overheat would be fire against my opponent's team, like actually fire. I think I'm gonna go Xerneas, Tapu Koko with Groudon Incin in the back. Amunga's not that great in this matchup, and I'm not sure about Volcorona. Like, I think Incin has value. I think Groudon can win the game if I just get rid of the Charizard, because the Charizard's the biggest threat. And I don't think you lead Stakataka hard against my team, so yeah, I'm gonna try to bait the Stakataka to come out immediately, so I can go for some. I'm basically just trying to bait out the Stakataka so I can get in Groudon for free and threat him with Precipice Blades immensely. And I think Charizard might be a Pokemon that comes as a lead. Yeah, Incin or Charizard. Okay. It's an interesting position. Did you bring Stakataka is my question. Because if you bring Stakataka, you go into Stakataka right now. Right? I don't know. I don't think Voltage knocks out Charizard, which is the one problem, but I don't need Xerneas to technically win the game. Okay, here's the thing. Did you bring Stakataka? Did you bring Yveltal? I think you had to bring Groudon in this matchup. So what's the last Pokemon? Stakataka or Yveltal? Maybe you didn't bring Yveltal, so I would not need Xerneas as much. I'm going to Geomancy Volt Switch because I think it might be Fake Out Tailwind coming out, and if that's the case, that's fine. And a Groudon Switch could be coming out here. It is going to be Fake Out, and I assume Tailwind. Because I don't think you wait. Do you move immediately? Okay. I mean, I'm not complaining about that. That works out, because this is not knocking out my Xerneas. Does this knock out Xerneas without the sun? Because the reason you use Charizard is for the solar power of Z-Move, which is really powerful. I mean, regular Z-Move might be powerful, but I don't know if it knocks out Xerneas one shot. Yeah, I didn't think it did. We will be able to get a Geomancy off. Alright. Not a bad spot. And I could probably just protect an Electro Web this turn, which is what I'm gonna do. Because even if you, yeah, I'm gonna Electro Web here because I want to play Incineroar in range of a Moonblast potentially. We're gonna see the Charizard retreat, which is fine, into Groudon. Yeah, that's fine too. We're just trying to put everything in range to where we can. So we'll get Electro Web off into the Incineroar. It actually kind of stings because I could have just went for, like, I don't know, there were a few things I was thinking of. Nature's Madness was a thing I was considering into the Incineroar. Because we would have put in Gleam range, which wouldn't have been bad. As Incineroar speed falls, Flare Blitz going to come out, Tailwind to Xerneas, okay. I want to go Incin here. The question is, do I want to Moonblast the Incin? Do I want to Moonblast the Groudon? I think just getting Gleam damage would be really nice in general. I think I'm just going to Gleam and Volt Switch. Yeah, I think I'm just going to Gleam and Volt Switch. It gives me, like, because I don't think a Moonblast, this is probably Spadef Groudon. That's like how I see it. So let's see here. Let's fail Groudon. I could have just Moonblasted. I think it might be banded too, so this could actually screw me over. That's not what I was hoping for. We'll get a Volt Switch off. Oh, I could have Moonblasted. Moonblast Skyshot would have been fine. I didn't expect it to be banded Groudon on this team. Okay, I go Incin. Probably not because I lose to a Flare Blitz. I'm gonna go Groudon here. Because if Groudon might take some damage, but it's alright. Because we are gonna see Precipice Blades come out. It will hit both my Pokemon. Oh, that did ugly. Oh, that's why. It's a crit. Crit put me in Flare Blitz range, which is what I was hoping wouldn't happen. Ay, ay, ay. This game sometimes. Great, I don't have an out. Groudon gets to switch out. I can't do anything to stop that. Yeah. That's so frustrating. I know I didn't play the best in this game, but I didn't deserve to lose based on that crit. Like, I had opportunities to still win the game. And I don't even think I was in a bad spot because, like, Groudon would have got Berry back. I could have gotten Instant. I would have forced the Groudon to probably retreat here. That's so dumb. Like, once I saw the Gleam damage, I'm like, oh, that has to be banded. Maybe I could hope the Groudon chokes for some reason. Like, I hope that literally the Groudon doesn't switch out, but my opponent does make the Groudon. That's frustrating, dude. That's frustrating. Oh, well. Because I'm pretty sure we would have been in fine position. I'm pretty confident we would have lit the Flare Blitz if we didn't get crit by the Groudon. Because we would have had a considerable amount of health left. We're going to have to hope on Precipice Bladesmith now, I think. We have to hope my opponent double misses Blades. Yeah, that's my out. Alright. Can my opponent double miss Blades? Can I get lucky? Yeah, because Groudon comes out. Charizard Solar Power, yeah. If I had Grass Knot, this might help. Oh well, we'll go for Electro Web. We need a double miss too. I don't think I can afford, especially. Yeah, we need a double miss. I can't afford to lose either Pokemon here. We're gonna go for it. Wait, it's not banded? Oh my lord, it's not even banded. I was wondering why the Blades did a bit little, even with the crit, but that explains it. Are you kidding me? I was not in a bad position with Groudon. That even makes me feel worse. Because I could have also went Incin too instead of making the Groudon play. Incin gonna come out. It's still gonna come down to, does my opponent double miss Precipice Blades? Unless you have a Ground EMZ on this Groudon, then I think it's over. But you have Tapu Koko on the team, right? I think Tapu Koko more likely inclined to have the Z, but no, we saw Charizard use the Z move. Volt Switch. Fire Blitz, I guess. Relay, have to hope on a double miss. We're probably gonna see Fake Out in the center, so I need a double miss. No Taurus to Coco. I need a double miss here. Press with Blades. Connects with both, so yeah. I don't even think it was like played that badly. I think it was literally a crit. Because I was hoping I would lay survive, and since it wasn't bad, like I'm 100% confident I'd press with Blades and a Flare Blitz. With my ground, I would have activated my berry, so that's really unfortunate. But classic Pokemon. Classic Pokemon. But hope everyone enjoyed today's episode of VGC 2019 Back to Battles. If you did enjoy, please leave a like down below, show support. As well as you can check out the rest of my stuff down below in the description, such as my social media, the side tiers on my channel, and all that other good stuff. You can check out the previous episodes. You can check out the pacement of this team down below in the description. You can check out me on my social media, such as my Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch accounts. Otherwise, if you do want to go that extra mile to support my content, there is my Patreon page, which is opened up down below in the description. And of course, I do forget to mention this, but I'll when this video goes up, I'm probably in Australia. So yeah, what day is this video going up? I think it's supposed to be like Sunday. It's supposed to go up. I can't remember exactly the details, but yeah. Hopefully I do well enough in Australia to where I can get to top 4 trip to Germany, since I'm currently in the top 4. So as long as I don't screw up Australia immensely, I'll be able to get the trip. But otherwise, yeah. And yeah, otherwise that's pretty much it. Have a great day, people. Until we battle again, I'll catch y'all later.